Today, I effed up by not washing under my foreskin. For the first 15 years of my life. This happened around 6 years ago when I was in ninth grade. I grew up not knowing a single thing about my Johnson or how to clean it. My parents never taught me anything about genitals. And I apparently never asked. All I knew was that's where the pee came out. So one day in ninth grade biology, our teacher was covering the male reproductive system that day, and she got to a point where she mentioned that for uncircumcised makes, the foreskin is supposed to retract over the head of the Johnson. I was pretty shocked because that's certainly not how mine worked. By that time I was a daily meat beater, and my foreskin could barely go back enough for me to see the entrance of the urethra. So armed with my new knowledge about how my Johnson was supposed to work, I went home, and a few Google searches led me to discover that I had a severe case of thymosis. So being the pragmatic young buck that I am, I also Google how to fix it. There were basically two options. Either tell my parents and have them take me to a doctor for surgery, or do stretching exercises. Not wanting to tell any of this to my parents or have someone come near my penis with a scalpel, I opted for the latter option. I got some baby oil, the only lube available at the time other than my mom's bottle of expensive extra virgin olive oil, and went to work. After about 4 hours of stretching, I finally started making some progress. I could see a slightly bigger area now. Not just the opening of the urethra like before. Everything was going great, except for one thing. From the underside of my foreskin came the most pungent, musty, cheesy, disgusting smell I've ever had the displeasure of smelling even to this day. It dawned on me that my Johnson had truly not been cleaned at all in my entire life up to that point. I kept stretching over the course of a few days, and I started to notice a thick, gooey greenish-brown sludge seeping from under the foreskin as I stretched. Some quick Googling taught me that this was smegma, also known as pee cheese. I cleaned it off whenever it seeped out during my stretching exercises, and as much as it disgusted me, everything was still going fine. That was about to change real fucking fast. So this was about 10 days into my stretching, and I'd gotten my foreskin about to the halfway mark. I was getting very excited to finally have a normal, full-functioning Johnson. So I got very impatient, and I decided I'd try to force it all the way back. That day I